must unlearn what you have learned.
Hello there. Come here, my little friend. Don't be afraid.
Away with your weapon! I mean you no harm!
Kill him. Kill him now. Do it.
You failed, your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Shooting the Sith. I am your host, Robert Slavinsky. And yes, you're reading that right. Daisy Ridley's new Star Wars movie gets a surprising update. And it is a very, very surprising one. One that I think a lot of people are going to be very happy with. I know I am. But let's take a look. This is coming from The Direct. Following the news of Daisy Ridley's return in a new Star Wars film, a rumor offered a surprising update on her role in the story's proceedings. While Star Wars Celebration offered a plethora of announcements for everyone's favorite galaxy far, far away, it was news of Rey's movie that got mixed reactions from fans. Seeing how despised The Rise of Skywalker was by many, the knee-jerk online response was, well, not a surprise. But everyone deserves a second chance, even those involved in the sequel trilogy. After all, most of the blame for the execution of those films lies with the creatives and the executives behind the scenes, not the actress or even the character herself. And that's very true. Look, as much as I am not a big fan of Daisy Ridley as an actress, I do realize that it's not her fault on how poorly thought out, written, directed, what have you, the sequel trilogy was. There was so much more that could have gone, and it just made her character so much better. But what's nice is, and this is continuing over at The Direct, while speaking on the Hot Mic podcast, industry insider Jeff Snyder shared some surprising information about the upcoming Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy directed Star Wars movie. The project will bring Daisy Ridley's Rey back in a key role as she builds a new Jedi Order. However, according to Snyder, she'll be in a supporting role, not the film's lead. He compared it to her being like the Luke or Obi-Wan of the situation. Here's the direct quote. Yeah, from what I understand from some of the rumors that have come out here, Daisy won't necessarily be the lead. She'll be like the Luke or the Obi-Wan of the situation as she rebuilds the new Jedi Order. Look, I think this is exactly what they need to do with this character. I've been saying, they touted a Rey-centric movie coming out, and I was immediately there saying, look, you can't do a Rey movie and call it anything else but Episode 10. If Rey is truly a Skywalker, if that is the direction that they want to go as Lucasfilm in making her a Skywalker, if you're going to make a movie that is the lead of Rey, you need to continue the Skywalker saga. So it has to be Episode 10. However, if she is simply a supporting role, if she's somebody in the background, if she's somebody who is like the Obi-Wan from A New Hope and Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, in that case, absolutely doesn't need to be part of the Skywalker saga. I'm not saying she needs to be, or she should be like Obi-Wan from the prequel trilogy, because honestly, the prequel trilogy is just as much about Obi-Wan Kenobi as it is Anakin Skywalker. The comparison to Luke is, I'm guessing, the comparison to The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, in the sense that he was in the background helping lead the way of Rey. And that's fine. But you cannot, and I can't stress this enough, you cannot do a Skywalker-led film and take it out of the Skywalker saga, the main saga. You can't do it. I know just the other day I was complaining about how they got rid of Luke Skywalker, and that there's this idea that they're taking Luke out of the equation completely. And while that angers me, I am still hopeful that they can fix Rey. I'm hopeful that they can fix these characters from the sequel trilogy. Rey could be a great character. Finn has the potential to be one of the best Star Wars characters. It's just, it needs to be done properly, done well, done right. I think this is a perfect opportunity for them to do that. I at least that's what I think. So this article continues. On top of Daisy Ridley's Rey returning, word is that John Boyega will also be joining her. This isn't too much of a surprise. No matter what he said in the past, his character is still a big part of the Star Wars universe, one who should be a part of many more stories. Hopefully one of those will involve his own lightsaber. Many believe that the Rey's theatrical return will be for the 2025 slot that Lucasfilm is aiming for, which is currently set for December 19th, 2025. Again, this is not a bad thing. I know that a lot of people wanted to be upset and tried to showcase how upset they were about Rey returning because of how bad the sequels were, and I understand that. I've always been a supporter of redeeming those characters, fixing and making the sequel trilogy better after the fact. I feel like Dave Filoni is doing that in a way, and Jon Favreau is doing that in a way, and I feel like what they are doing here could also help the sequel trilogy and make it better. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. I'd love to hear your ideas on what this movie could be about. Pretty crazy that there was a rumor, and I won't even say it was a rumor, but the fact that the original idea of this movie was that Rey was going to be an old lady, much older than she is at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. That was the original idea. But it seems like they're rewriting it in a way where she's younger again and rebuilding the Jedi Order. But what do you want to see? That's what I want to know. I want to know what you want to see. I want to know what your expectations are, what you think is the best course of action for this film. Because honestly, this is a movie that could truly change the future of Star Wars for better or worse. Because if it's a complete bomb, if it fails in every facet possible, there could be big changes on the horizon. However, if it's successful, we may see a continuation of the Skywalker saga in the near future, which I am all for. Like I said, I'm open to the idea of expanding the universe, doing side stories with different types of characters, but I don't want to forget the Skywalker saga. Thank you very much for watching, listening, all that jazz. Make sure you hit subscribe, share this with your friends, family, aunts, uncles, grandparents, nieces, nephews. We're trying to hit 2,000 subscribers. I'd love to do it within the next month. We're about 120 away. So please hit that subscribe over on YouTube. You can find us on all the podcatching apps and all the social medias. But thank you so much for watching and listening. With that said, may the Force be with you.